Do you remember your journey at the very beginning? At what point, because you kind of have a rough journey. At one point you were in the finals, then you were out of it, now you're back again. So how do you feel, like where was that turning point and how did you overcome it actually?
Actually, that's very true. And I must say, America actually taught us so much. It taught us from living point of it, from dancing point of it a lot, because when we moved to United States and we felt like we already had some results and we almost felt a little bit of, let's say, pressure, but at the same time probably we didn't manage it as well as we would do it now, as I would teach my students nowadays to do it better. But through the years, I think we learned how to
really be open-minded.
Absolutely open-minded and accept the criticism, accept suggestions. So I think from performance point of it, we learned a lot. We learned that it's not just a business, but it's a show business, and we are loving it now, because before we were such an artist deep inside, and we didn't want to see any other side of the dance world. And actually now I think we see 360 degrees, and we're so proud of it.
Yeah, to make this conversation more interesting, I'll be a little bit more open as well, because actually, like, since when we moved to the States, as you said before, we were in the final. We got the final World Championship, like it was 2013. So then we moved, we lost it because we had a little rough path, let's say. And then COVID hit, and obviously it was like a rough time because, everybody know COVID, it was terrible, but we tried to kind of look for the opportunity. So we really start to rebuild a little bit.
Okay, but can I ask you, honestly, so usually people get kicked out or whatever, have bad results. Let's be honest, we all hear people complain. Since I know you, and I know you for a long time right now, as much as we speak, you never, even single time, told me like, politics, like or something. Always been quiet. You worked on yourself. So how difficult that actually was, difficult mentally was for you to get through that stuff?
Well, complain is definitely not a solution. But
what was the solution then?
The solution was to go deeper within yourself, being honest to yourself.
Was it your psychiatrist? Okay.
Well, she was my that was hers.
We learned, as I said, 360 degrees from dancing perspective, and also psychologically how to manage bad results, because bad results actually what builds us into better people and better dancers. And I'm so grateful actually for this path. Definitely not easy one, but I'm so grateful, because once you get it, you're strong and you're a champion,
and
whatever.
It tastes so much better.
But when you lose it and get it and start getting it again, oh gosh, it feels good.
I believe you guys. Yeah, okay. How did you feel in dancing? Because dancing felt kind of probably the same, but now it feels even better because you are, on that hype.
This is what I was saying before. What has really changed? We started to focus very much on ourselves, like for real. So the developing part is it's a very primary thought for us every day. Yes, it's a competition. Everything is based on competing. But the moment actually we stop competing, and actually we start focusing much more on the developing part, then all the rest comes. Yes, that was the COVID. Yeah, before, as I said before, the rebuild part, it was actually within ourselves. Mentally, physically, everything.
So actually I realized that taking time is not always as bad as we think, as we feel, because before I remember I was so afraid to miss one competition or skip one competition, even though I was injured, and I was still going. And that's another thing we learned. You need to take care of your body, you need to love yourself. Yeah. So we learned to love ourselves too.
Okay, so you have to go because you're dancing soon. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Florida State Dancesport Championships, we're going to be back. Thank you.